Welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today is January 26th, and that means day 26 of the 3DP 365 project. And on this episode, we're going to do a little throwback Thursday and print the Castle of the Maker Empire from MakerBot, so stick around. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me here on day 26 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're unfamiliar with the project, check out the description below. I put a facts section down at the bottom that'll give you all the details. But on today's episode, we're going to throw it back to 2012 with the Castle of the Maker Empire from MakerBot. And for this print, we use MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of black on our gMax 1.5 XT+. One of my favorite things to do is browse around on Thingiverse looking for really cool models to print. And I like to go way back in the history of Thingiverse. And while browsing around on MakerBot's design page, I came across the Castle of the Maker Empire from 2012. This is one of their earliest release models, so I thought it would be appropriate for a Throwback Thursday. And the model turned out awesome, and I can't wait to show you the results. But first, let's head over to Thingiverse and I'll show you where to download the model. Then we'll tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for the print. Then we'll fire up some of that time-lapse footage and I'll meet you guys back here at the workbench. Okay, so here we are at Thingiverse. Here is the Castle of the Maker Empire by MakerBot. And I'll put the link down in the description so you can download and print this yourself. And as you can see, it was published on July 31st, 2012. So this is definitely a cool throwback. And it's been collected quite a few times and printed quite a few times. And of course, we've already printed ours. So let's tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings for the print. Alright, so here we are in Simplify 3D, and I've dropped the model down on the print bed. And this may look a little bit different from the photo in the Thingiverse post. And the reason why is I've lowered this down on the print bed 4 millimeters. And the reason why I did this is I'll show you. Underneath, there is a inset, and I don't think I want to struggle with printing that. So let's just lower it on the print bed and cut that part off. So let me show you my process settings for this print. Under layer height, we did a 0.2 millimeter layer height with 4 top solid layers and 3 bottom solid layers and 3 outlines. And of course, we ran our outside in perimeter direction. For start point, we did a start point at 300 millimeters on the Y. Under additions, we ran a brim by entering 0 in the skirt offset at 4 outlines. For infill, we used 20% infill for this model. This model did not need any support material. For temperature, this is MatterHackers PRO PLA, and I like to drift between 205 and 210. For cooling, we used a 2-stage cooling system. For the first 2 layers, the fan will be off completely, and then on the 3rd layer, it'll kick up to 70%. And then under speed, we ran this out at 40 millimeters per second. So let's hit OK, and let's hit Prepare to Print to see how it slices. And this should actually go pretty quick, even though it's a very detailed model. Alright, so there's our preview, and let's go ahead and hit play and show you how this slices. And there is a lot of detail on this MakerBot model, and I can tell you right now that the gMax 1.5 XT+ picked up all of that detail. So let's slide this down to the end, and then let's fire up some of that time-lapse footage, and I'll meet you guys back at the workbench and we'll talk about the print. Alright, so that was a cool little bit of time-lapse footage, and here is the finished print. This is the Castle of the Maker Empire from MakerBot, and I can tell you right now, before you even see the photos, this turned out awesome. I am so happy with this print. Again, we did the perimeters outside first and then interior last, which brings out more of the detail in the model. And I slowed down the perimeter speed just a little bit so it would pick up a lot of that detail. And of course, the gMax 1.5 XT+ did not disappoint. Everything about this model turned out awesome. All the little textures on the roof, on the buildings, all the little castles, towers are all awesome. The tops are really nice. The roof looks really clean. And remember, there was some sort of opening on the bottom that we did not want to print, so we lowered this on the print bed. But still, this looks awesome. I am very impressed with this print. Well, that about wraps it up for day 26 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you found this episode interesting. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and join me again tomorrow on the very next episode of the 3DP 365 project. I am thoroughly happy with this print. The gMax really did an awesome job of capturing all this detail.